to the drawing board I went.
The brain just shuts down.
The tractor experts are out there reading BL comics online. Yippee! Okay, so I was struggling a little bit with the page on the top left, this one, page 12 of chapter 1, because, I don't know, my thumbnail is pretty simple. It's just, you know, Skylar is driving through the town lately, and I just want to picture some corners of the town, because it's a fairly small town, and I want to give the impression that not many people live there, and it's pretty rural. By the way, I'm sorry if you can hear cars and stuff moving by. The windows are open. It's super hot today. So, yeah. The panels are pretty simple. You have the sign at the start of the town, and then driving by some buildings and stuff. And then, in the background, I wanted to have this huge piece of a forest, and I thought it would be a super cool idea to show that there's a big-ass forest surrounding the town and going through. But the problem is I couldn't get the forest right. So that was first try, and it's super dark. It just looks like it's nighttime in this picture, and I'm really not a fan. And then I consulted a friend, Kata, and she made some adjustments, but I still didn't really like what I've done to begin with. So I made this version, which is a lot brighter, so it does not look like it's night. But it's still... something was wrong. So I feel like the trees on the bottom look like there's snow on them. So... it's not only night, now it's snowy. I don't know, and it's just too much up there. With the panels and stuff, you just can't quite grasp what's important, what's in the foreground. So, back to the drawing board I went, and I changed it up. So this is the finished page, and I just put a white gradient from top to bottom, or top to mid section, so it's not too chaotic up there with the panels. This one right here still is a little bit hard to see with the background, but I think you get the idea that it's some kind of forest the road goes through. So yeah, not my favorite page, but I think I fixed it. I hopefully did. I'm currently working on page 14, which is actually page 15, if I counted correctly, because I inserted one page into the prologue kind of throwback thingy. But in my thumbnails it's page 14. And I think I finally understood how perspective rulers work in Clip Studio Paint. I know I mention her a lot, I guess, but Kata showed me how to use them, or at least I was there when she explained it to another friend of mine. I think I finally understood. Okay, since I've been to art school, let's phrase it like that. I had drawing classes there, at least 2 or 3. And we learned about basic perspective stuff, especially in my 3D classes. But I've never been really good with perspective and kind of stuff. The thing is, I have a pretty good sense of space in general. Like, if you have a dresser and you want to have it in a room and there's a gap, I can tell you if it fits or not. And I'm right most of the time. But if I have to twist and turn an object in my head, my brain just shuts down. I can't do that. And it always bit me in the ass with drawing, especially perspective drawing. And so I forgot how to do that for a long time. Long story short, I always thought one point perspective was the same as isometric
Is it isometric? I will look this up. So I never used that. And I try to use 2-point perspective. That just is too much for the scenes I need. So yeah, now we're in 1-point perspective. Let me show you. I'm currently drawing this page, and oh my god, would you focus please? This one right here is my perspective point. And yeah, that worked, surprisingly, because yay, art! I'm also pretty close to publish it online, first 2 episodes, because page 3 of episode 1.3 is the last one, and I want to publish the comic to Tapas and Animex, like I said in the last video, because I'm super excited to show it to people. I mean, let's be honest, the internet is big, and there's so many webcomics, but still, I want people to see that, or at least I want people to find that, or to be able to find it, because I am posting stuff about my OCs since Dokumi at least, even before that, and I'm announcing the story, and you can't read it. So I'm happy to post the first 2 episodes. I know it doesn't matter that I already drew 3 episodes by then, because even if I upload 1 episode a week, that would mean I had 3 weeks to do at least 2 more episodes to stay in kind of backlog mode. And I don't have that, or at least I don't have the time for that. So we will see how we'll do it. Or I just upload 1 page every time. I don't know. We will see. I've been working in my sketchbook the whole day because I only had 20 pages left. I mean, it's not only 20 pages. That's actually a lot. But I just needed to have it finished. And I already decorated my new sketchbook, which is way bigger than the one before. And now I want to color or ink the next page of You Gave Me Something to Miss, and it's the last page of episode 3. And I can't wait to be done with this, because I promised myself if I finish episode 1.3, I will upload it to various sites where you can read webtoons. Like I think I already said Animex and Tapas it will be. I'm not sure about Webtoon, because I already heard so many bad things about that platform. I don't know if that's the right place for me or my webcomic, so I don't think I will post it there. Yeah, wait, let me show you. That's the page I'm currently working on. I'm halfway done. I have 3 out of 6 panels. No, that's not true. I still have to finish that one. But yay, horses! That's the kind of stuff I was not so excited about drawing this comic. I really love horses, but drawing them, oh man, it's tough. But, yeah. And it's not 6 panels, it's 7. Damn. But yeah, I will finish them. Okay, so I'm working on episode 1.4, and I just did a screenshot. Okay, I don't know how to do that. I totally forgot. I didn't put the text for the last few pages in this book. I just forgot the text. And I just did that. I started yesterday, but I couldn't concentrate, so I did the rest today. And then started to put the speech bubbles in for this page. The problem I have now is I have too much text and the panels are so small, so my space is very limited. I now help myself with just scaling down everything, but you can clearly see the difference between the font sizes. And I don't really like that, but I also don't know what I could do instead, since there's so much going on in the next few pages and so much conversation going on that I have so many panels and so much text, and I don't know how to fit everything on there. But for now, I just leave it and yeah, see what I can do later. Here we finally have some new characters, and in this clip I'm working on Dallas, who is not the main character, but he belongs to the main cast, and I love him. He's my little sunshine boy, always smiling, always happy, and he's such a dork. I mean, he's the one for the laughs and for cheering up and stuff, and I'm really happy that he's finally drawn. Which is weird, because Johnny, the other protagonist, isn't even drawn in the comic yet, but
his brothers, so well, priorities and stuff. But I'm really happy how he turned out. Curious what people say about him going on in the comics and in the future. I'm really excited for that. He's just a cutie. My cats decided my desk is their new playground. I'm on page 16 right now of episode 1.4. And they are very conversation heavy and crammed with smaller panels, which I'm doing here. I try to show you. My cat Beans are activating my iPad all the time. So I've got the bigger panels on the top already sketched, at least somewhat. And now there's this weird sequence of Skylar checking their tractor. And I don't know why I like to torture myself with detailed shots of things I've never drawn. But here we are. So this is a really old tractor, and in the last panels I lazily copied the one I already drew. I'm sorry for breaking the imagination here, but I was lazy and was procrastinating drawing this thing from different angles. Ideally, I would have liked a model, a 3D model, but I don't have any. So what I'm doing is watching YouTube videos of people fixing their tractors. And I will use some shots of that as reference, so I don't have to make everything from scratch. And even though I don't think someone will notice if it's right or wrong, how many tractor experts are out there reading BL comics online, I want it to be somewhat right. So yeah. Also, jump scare, face cam. I have to say I'm not really happy with this whole uploading as episodes thing, because right now I already uploaded the first 3 episodes and I don't have any more. So I'm now drawing the next batch, which will be pretty intense and drawing heavy, like you expect a comic to be, but like with all the little panels it takes way more time than bigger panels. And then I have another episode and then chapter 1 is finished. So what I'm thinking is, for chapter 2 I will try to minimize uploading to 1 page or 2 pages maximum a week. I'm not really happy about this, because on Animax, the German website I upload to, uploading 1 page is normal, like 1 page a week or something. And you can easily do that. People get notifications when I do upload one. And on Tapas, I feel like readers on Tapas are more used to uploading schedules for episodes specifically, because their whole website is built up on that. Like, I can literally create an episode, upload all my pages in there, and then create another episode. On Animax, you create a chapter and then just fill it up. And even though you get notifications on Tapas as well, if you subscribe and have it ticked on, like, yes, I want to get notifications when someone uploads something, I have a feeling it gets overlooked easily when you upload only 1 page into an episode. I don't know if you have experience with that. Please let me know in the comments. But it's just not substantial for me to... sustainable. It's not sustainable for me to upload an episode every week. I have a full-time job. I can't draw that much, and I don't want to stress myself, so I think it will be 1 page per week, maximum 2. It depends on the time I have and the page, what's on there and how intensive labor is. Yeah, I would have liked to upload episodes, but well. Small update. I finished page 17, which is actually page 19.
because I added 2 in the beginning of the chapter. But yeah, the last 4 pages for chapter 1 are the next I have to draw. And like I said in the last part of this vlog, I don't know if I can keep up with this whole episode publishing thing. Even though the 4 pages are easier than the last 3. The last 3 were full of dialogue and characters and 4 rows of panels. And these have 3 rows and way less interaction. It's basically just Skylar coming home and unwinding from the day. So, easier. I hope at least. But I made a mistake. Okay, first of all, I look horrible. But I made the mistake to only focus on this chapter instead of focusing on the next chapter as well. So I don't have a chapter cover, I don't have any pages planned, I just have my handy dandy little book to know what's coming next. So I think right now I will sit down and come up with an idea for the chapter cover and also start making thumbnails for chapter 2. So I don't have this feeling of, okay, I'm finished, I can now stop drawing and go in this artist block I always get when I'm working on projects. So hopefully I can work with this plan and it will help me, because tomorrow's Friday and I always upload my episodes on Friday, and this being the second to last Friday for chapter 1, I need to work on the next 4 pages until next Friday, which is insane. I don't know if I can do that. And then I already have to be working on chapter 2. Does it make sense what I'm talking about here? I don't know. I guess it does. So yeah, I'm probably gonna start with the chapter cover, because on one side it's easier because it's just one artwork. But it's also harder for me because I'm not good with covers. So let's see where this would take me. And then I will work through chapter 2 and break it down like I did with chapter 1. So the stupid thing with this one is I'm showing you the thumbnails and I will show you some of the sketch, but at this point in real time the cover is already drawn and colored and stuff, and I do not show you in this vlog. I'm so sorry, but if you want to see it, you can just go to Tapas or Animax and look at the comic cover, because I already changed that one out and I'm quite happy with how it turned out. I really love how Johnny turned out on this one. Skylar not so much, but maybe I will adjust some things and then it will be fine as well. Right now, that's where we're at. I came up with this little weird thumbnail corner, and I'm not really sure which one I want to choose. I'm thinking about sketching it out digitally, like the 2 ideas that I like, or maybe even one, and see if I like it. The thing is, on the chapter cover for the chapter 1, it's just Skylar, and I thought about making chapter cover 2 just Johnny, but the problem is I feel like, okay, maybe I have to explain the idea I have. The chapter cover is always the cover I have on the webcomic platforms for the actual series cover, so it will change with every chapter. And right now it's only Skylar, and the next chapter would be only Johnny. So people who see my webcomic on the 2 platforms I uploaded to, they will only see one character for the first 2 chapters. And I don't know if it's convincing enough for it to be a BL webcomic. So, I mean, it's in the tags, but do you get the idea if you only see one dude on the cover? I don't know. And I have to say, I think, even though he's a cute, Johnny is not the type of character to attract a BL audience, I guess. I mean, Skylar's the sad little emo boy, so I guess he has more of a fan base than Johnny will have. That's just my guess. I don't know. Convince me. But I was like, scrap that idea. I don't want him to be on the cover lonely, only him on the cover. Oh my god, I can't talk anymore. So then I came up with an idea where I reenact a scene from the comic or from the chapter, but it's hard. Here I would have to draw the tractor again, and I fucking hate drawing the tractor. I can't anymore. I hate this thing. Why did I do this to myself? No more tractors, please. And especially not in full color, detailed, and no. We don't do this. Then I have two cover ideas who are pretty similar, with like a close-up of their faces. And I like this idea. But then again, I like this standing side-by-side thing. And then I have a close-up of that. And I don't know, I like this one, the close-up of the standing side-by-side. Maybe looking into other directions, so it's obvious that Johnny's looking at Skylar and Skylar's not looking at Johnny. But I also like this one. So yeah, I think I will sketch them out digitally and then see what I like best. I'm a little outblocked right now anyways with larger pieces. I tried to color a fan out for like the third time today and it just won't work, so. So yeah, like I already told you, I'm just going to sketch the cover out here, and I decided I want to draw the half body looking in other directions kind of thing, with both of them standing next to each other to indicate what's kind of happening in chapter 2, where they will meet each other for the first time. And yeah, I really, really love how Johnny turned out in this one, especially in the end when I colored. And yes, those are indeed eggs in his bucket. That's also something that happens in the comic. And I don't know, thought it would be funny to put them on the cover as well. I don't know, I know I'm hilarious. My humor is not matched. But yeah, that's the sketch of them both. I did it. Chapter 1 is finished. I just drew the last 2 pages. It's Thursday afternoon. It's nearly night, it's 11 o'clock. I mean, I already talked about it in this part, but I will definitely go forward with 1 to 2 page updates. This whole episode thing is not sustainable. I don't have any backlog, and I can't draw 4 pages in a week when it comes to it. But I'm happy chapter 1 is finished. I'm not that happy with the last page. I thought it would turn out nicer. But, you know, sometimes ideas don't translate very well onto pages, and my skill level plays into that as well. I show you. Wait. Okay, so that's whole of chapter 1 minus the first 2 pages. Those are just placeholders. But yeah, 21 pages for chapter 1, which is not that many, but the good chapter size, I would say. Future chapters will get longer, depending on what to tell and what scenes will stay in that I won't scrap and rewrite. But yeah, let me show you the last pages I drew. The last 4 pages are like basically Skylar getting home, and I like this page here. Then we've got the one where he comes home and gets a text, and we get a little overview of his flat, or at least the main space. He makes himself something to eat and goes into the bathtub, and then that's a corny little headcanon I had for him for a while, that he likes to eat his pizza in the bathtub. So I already wrote that in the book, and I wanted to translate it to a comic, and I don't know, it's okay. I'm not known for highly detailed pages and a bathroom from a guy who does not have a lot of personal belongings. It just looks empty. But yeah, I'm not that happy how it turned out. It's fine for now, and at least the post doesn't look too awkward, but it's so empty. I don't know. I'll sleep on it. I will upload it tomorrow because I don't have an alternative. And then we will start with chapter 2. Yippee! I'm tired, I have to go to bed. Goodbye.